All right. So I'm just gonna ask you questions. You tell us whatever you want or feel comfortable telling. You don't have to go on any traumas or anything. This is
Mm.
a show, so feel comfortable. If you feel like you need to lead, do what you need to do. But we'll get to start. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Matt Fatal. I'm 19, and I want to be great one day, man.
uh, what do you want to be great at?
I want to be an entrepreneur, man.
Why entrepreneur?
I like the control, the ability to make decisions, to monetize off value at scale,
Mhm.
and I guess I want to make an impact in some kind of way.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. What do you want to be remembered for in general?
Extreme competency, uh, providing for my people,
Mhm.
and being successful, man. That's all I can really say.
What is something you fear? What is your biggest fear?
Being a fucking bum. Oh, sorry.
You're
Sorry,
good,
being a
bro. You're
bum.
good, man. Hey, you first, man. This is all free.
All right, perfect. Being a bum, man.
Well, why does that scare you?
To be honest, I can't give you an exact answer,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a waste of potential.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask you a kind of crazy question, but who is a celebrity you think you identify with the most?
A celebrity I identify with. It's a good question. I can't give you a straight answer. I'm blanking.
That's all good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. What do you see yourself in 10 years?
Exiting a company for a large sum, beginning to write my book,
Okay.
having kids, um, living in Florida.
Are you already in Florida now?
No,
Oh, so you want that Florida life.
I fucking love Florida, man.
Oh man. Have you been here before?
Yeah, multiple times. Love it every time.
What's your favorite city?
Dude, I like Sarasota.
Sarasota. Wow, wow, wow. It's a little south of, yeah, that's south of Tampa. I like Tampa. I'm a big
Oh
Tampa.
yeah, Tampa's hectic.
You don't like the hectic.
I like peace, but there's always time to get hectic.
Yeah. I like the reason why I like Tampa is because you got
Mm,
like so many different avenues. You got downtown St. Pete for like the young professionals.
hmm
You got like football games, you got hockey games, you got boat stuff if you want to do that. Uh,
hmm
and it's like not like super crazy like Miami. Like Miami's like too much for me. Like Miami's just
Yeah,
that's that's too hectic for me. Like I can't deal with that. Like,
yeah,
Tampa's like right in the middle. Um,
yeah.
um, so if we made you made you 100, what would be something you missed out on?
My plan is to leave life with no regrets. I want to do everything I can.
Okay. Um, are you aware that you may have to sacrifice some things? Are you willing to sacrifice things?
Of course, man.
He
It's
said, of
part of the
course,
game.
it's part of the game. Um, hmm, what's something that stresses you out?
Chaos.
Why chaos?
Lack of control, lack of structure, Also, spontaneity. Too much spontaneity freaks me out.
Yeah. So do you find yourself doing the same thing over and over and over?
No, but I find myself implementing ways to make things easier for myself.
Mm-hmm. Um, hmm. Do you like sports?
Love sports, man.
Love sports. Who's your what's your go-to sport?
Go-to sport right now is MMA.
MMA. Oh wow, wow.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like about MMA?
It's gonna sound fucking crazy. It's just war, man. It's like it's almost primal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's it's the I don't know. It's the most pure combat thing. You know, combat sport or anything in the world, really.
Yeah. I don't know. I like football, man. I feel like football is my favorite because it's like you leading a team. I always dreamt of
Yeah.
the quarterback, like the quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
like lead the team
Mm-hmm.
to victory. That's like the best feeling in the world, Everything's
That's true.
like 2 minutes left in the quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's down to you. You go down and score, you win. If it's all on you, like the pressure's on you, you already know everything's gonna be about you, and you go down there and score. It's like the best feeling in the world. But
That's true. But MMA is like complete accountability. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
I feel like
So
MMA is kind of like a solo type thing, solo gig. Uh, did
that's
you
true.
did you do any sports in high school or
Yeah, I played soccer.
soccer? How'd you like soccer?
Mm-hmm. It was good. Was team captain. Uh, played for my whole life, really.
Mm-hmm.
Travel, competitive. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, you enjoyed it. How was your childhood?
It was good. I got in trouble a lot.
How'd you get in trouble?
I got a quick mouth. Well, I used to have a quick mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be very blunt,
Mm-hmm.
um, very witty, sarcastic. What else? Um, and I didn't like my teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them.
Yeah. Yeah. You find school to be easier or tough?
It was easy
Yeah.
in terms of the academics, but some things happened in my life, so that kind of like took me off the school path.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Seems like you got everything already figured out, man. Uh, do you know what you'll be doing when you're 50?
When I'm 50, I'll be flying around the world, trying to see as much as I can, man.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think is something you struggle with the most?
I think I struggle with the most. Latching onto something and then like being too relentless,
Being too relentless.
stubborn almost in a sense.
Do you how's your resting skills? Like, do you ever rest?
I like to have objectives, man, constantly.
Yeah.
So, you know how it is. I mean,
Just like the go, 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 go. Yeah, yeah, I can feel that.
but not. It's not like go 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 with no purpose behind it.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be some kind of end
Go.
goal or objective.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know.
yeah, yeah. You seem to, yeah. Man, I've been trying to drag this out as long as I can, but Shelly, you ready for this?
I was gonna ask him,
Go ahead and ask him.
how do you feel about authority? I mean, you've already
So
answered, but
I think I think it's required. Um, however, if the authority is incompetent and unfair, I will not obey,
okay.
or I
And
will try to impose my own authority.
if you ever broke the law and went to jail, what would it be for?
That's a question. probably retaliation for something someone did to my family, my friends. That's the closest thing I could come to. Never go to jail. That's horrible. Okay.
What's a dream that you what's a nightmare you've had?
A nightmare in the literal sense?
Yeah.
Being lost. I've had a lot of nightmares of being lost. In the sense of like I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I try to think about what that meant. I can't really understand it though.
Maybe not having a purpose. Being lost.
Maybe.
Purpose.
Maybe, but I don't know why that would come up as a dream. I don't know.
Maybe you haven't found your real purpose in life, you know? Maybe a lot of things you're doing are just to feel successful, but in reality, you need to find something that actually has a value to you.
Maybe.
That's just my thinking. But yeah, man. Shelly, got anything else you want to ask?
No.
All right, man. It's pretty obvious to see what your personality type is, man. Do your ENTJ. You're direct.
Shocker.
Huh?
Shocker.
Shocker. You're direct. Outcome, you control. Obviously, you don't like chaos. Obviously, you like implementing systems. That's what you said, to make your life more effective, more efficient. You don't want to be a bum, so you really care about achievements, some of the TFI realm. You don't want to waste potential. You only obey authority if they're competent. The thing about NTs is they really care about competency. If someone's not competent, they really don't want anything to do with them or anything. Like, it really drives us crazy. You kind of knew exactly what you're going to be in 10 years, 50 years. That was not challenging at all. So that shows SENI. You were direct. That means you're specific, concise, and to the point. Yeah, and you're pragmatic. It means that you tend to be somewhat rebellious, contrarian. You like freedom. You don't really like jobs or things to be assigned to you. You're not about inclusion. You're about making the most effective choice. You said utilitarian mindset. So yeah, man, ENTJ, and I think that lost thing might be attached to FI inferior. It might be to find a purpose that actually matters to you instead of just achieving things just to achieve. I do the same thing, so that's how I kind of knew when you were talking about that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm ENTJ too, so I already knew when you start saying that. I was like, yeah, that's FI inferior coming out.
Yeah.
Find a purpose that
I got a question for you guys though.
What's up?
So, or for you rather, Mercer. With ENTJs, have you noticed like your alter ego ever come out, or whatever that may be? Because I know there's a bunch of cognitive functions. But I used to think I was an NF type, or a long time ago, and then NT. But sometimes, like, I don't know.
When I was younger, I was very much introverted, I feel. And then when I got like to high school, it kind of like all changed for me. You know, kind of like it all changed. But when it comes to like the alter ego, if someone talks shit to me or something, or says something I don't like I feel like it comes out and I just like go after them. You know, like it's kind of like Donald Trump. If you say anything to Donald Trump, he doesn't give a fuck who you are. You could be a grandmama, okay? He's gonna write back and like try to blast your ass. And that's kind of the same thing I've had to deal with myself. I really struggle with that. Like, you know, kind of someone says something I don't like when I was younger, and I used to drink and I wasn't really successful or not. I was kind of like coming into my own. If one of my friends said something I didn't like, it would seep out and as I was drinking. And then like later on, I'd blow up on them from 2 hours ago, you know, because they said something that, you know, made me feel insecure or hurt my feelings or whatever. So it would just like seep out and I would just blow up on them out of nowhere, like get into like kind of like a fight or something. So
it would just like kind of spread or bottle up.
Yeah, it kind of like bottles up, but I'm able to control it a lot more when I'm like sober. But when I start drinking or whatever, it just seeps out. Like it's just like it's gonna come out. But I think that was due to insecurities of not being successful and not getting things done. Like when I graduated college, I started working, started making money, started investing. that type of thing, that shit all went away, you know. Like I'm not like insecure about anything, you know. It's like I made 6 figures last year, made 6 figures the year before that, 6 figures the year before that, investments up, bills on auto pay, I'm working out, you know, everything is great, you know. But before that, things weren't that great. You know, I came from like a shitty background. Was pretty much I had to grind my entire life. And that was kind of like that kind of grind mentality was kind of, I guess, was eating at me because the outcome wasn't there yet. I knew it was coming, but it wasn't there yet.
Okay.
You feel yourself doing that sometimes?
All the time, man.
It's
All the time, man.
like
It's
one of the guys
yeah,
I
go ahead.
recommend is Patrick Bet David. He's an ENTJ and he's very calm. Like he'll have somebody come on his show and they will just like crash him sometimes, you know. And like I'm
Sure.
like, yo, I can't have that, you know. Oh yeah, I love that book, man. He's amazing. He's also
It's a great book.
yeah. So like he is like super like calm. Like he can have people like trash him. I think it's the military or something what it did to him. But he can have people like trash him and he doesn't even get upset or anything. I'm like, I would have ripped that guy's ass out, you know. I would have ripped that ass out like yo, you ain't gonna talk to me like that, you know. But I think in the long run, it's good to be like him, you know, because you're gonna have more relationships. You don't act in the moment and whatnot, and you got your feelings in check. Just, you know, some we kind of neglect that a lot.
Yeah.
Just by staying busy, we'll just try to stay busy. We'll just keep trying to stay busy so that we don't even have to worry about emotions or anything like that. Just staying busy, gym, work, YouTube, everything. You know, just staying busy so you don't have to deal with your emotions. But at the end of the day, you do have to deal with them. If you don't, yeah. Anything else you want to ask, man?
Yeah. So, do you ever find yourself putting on a mask?
Yeah. I put on a mask very quickly, especially at work or something. Because I really hate stupid people. I really can't deal with stupid people. So I just put on a mask, you know, to deal with them. Or like, because like a lot of times if like you come off like the very, like who we really are, people like don't like us. They really don't like us. It's very like rigid, tell what to do, get things done. People don't really like that, you know. So put on a mask of being like friendly or whatnot.
Okay.
A lot of people think I'm more friendly than I really am. I'm really not that friendly of a guy. I'm only friendly to my friends, really. Everybody else, I really don't give a fuck about. Just reality, man. Just reality. Like I really don't care about everybody else. It's like, as long as my friend's okay, we're good, you know. But you know, outside that, that's it. I put on the mask all the time, being more friendly, being a little bit more outgoing. Sometimes you gotta dumb yourself down. Sometimes you gotta dumb yourself down. It's like, but like when you're around, like that's why I kind of like being around like INTJs and INTPs and whatnot because I can actually be myself. Like I can be myself.
Makes sense.
What do you find yourself putting on a mask?
So at work, I work. Right now I'm at a dealer. I work at a dealership. I sell cars, and it's very hard not to be extremely blunt with people that come in. And like managers, if you're too direct, they get upset sometimes, and people in general. It's the whole fucking 5-10 yards. So.
Yeah, I mean, some of these books that you read will just straight up tell you to be more informative. Like that's the go-to. It's like being more informative, don't like press people. But it's like it's just normal. It's just normal and natural to just tell somebody what to do. That's when I'm at my best, telling somebody what to do. But it's don't pay off because as soon as you tell somebody what to do, they're like, "Who are you? Why? You know, who are you to tell me this?" Like, you know, you're like, "Oh my God." Who and who the person is and what sex the person is, you could be some shit, you know. You'll always be the bad guy, so you gotta be careful with that shit. I mean, like I said, just play the game while you have to, you know. Eventually, you'll be where you don't have to play that game anymore. But in the meanwhile, I think it's just part of life, part of the cycle. I think a lot of the other ENTJs, like Donald Trump, never had to do that, and that's why they're kind of like a little bit unhealthy. and never really had to like put on those masks or have to do what we're doing. So I think in the end, I think it'll be good, man, because you got to be good with people. Unfortunately, people are going to be our way to success, not by ourselves. Like we work through people, we get people to buy into what we're doing, and we move that group along. So
yeah,
people skills is number one. I would read How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's a really good book. You have that one too? That was really good, dude. I've read that book like 10 times, man. Sometimes I forget shit. Do you forget shit a lot?
I gotta write everything down.
Yo, I forget fucking everything until like that book starts playing again. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. And then it's like I have to come back into my mind again. But that's why I highly recommend audiobooks because like you can be doing other things and learning at the same time. And then when my brain's like out is connecting the information to like something that happened in life or something or could happen in life. So I really would recommend buying Audible, getting that one book a month. That's 12 books in a year. I mean, that pays off, man. You're talking about over the course of 10 years, puts you in a whole different bracket of knowledge. Patrick Bet-David talks about fucking reading 60 books a year. Says the average CEO reads 60 books a year. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, this is fucking nuts.
Yeah, 60 books a year. That's kind of been my goal, but I don't think I'm gonna beat that. So far it's been like what, March, and I've read 6 books. So I don't cut it, but got so much shit going on, man.
Yeah.
But that book, anything Robert Greene, grab anything Robert Greene. Grab anything. Let me guess, you got all Robert Greene shit too, huh? Yo, I started with The Art of Seduction. That one, I don't know. I wanted to be good with women. I fucking sucked. I suck ass with women, dude. I suck ass. And I was like, you know what? I gotta fucking figure out a way to get good with fucking women. I don't give a fuck. And I started with The Art of Seduction, and that book was amazing. And then I got on the 48 Laws, and then from there. But all his books are freaking amazing. They can be implemented in your life. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, he's a fucking genius, man.
Yeah, he is. He's an INFP too. It's crazy.
What?
Yeah, he's INFP, dude. He's the nicest guy in the world.
I thought he was an INTJ.
Nah, he's INFP, dude. Watch the interviews. He's the nicest guy in the world. INTJs are like dicks. They're like us, man. They're like fucking dicks. They're direct as fuck. But anything else, man?
No, that's all, man.
All right. Well, hey, you know I'm in the group, so if you need any advice, man, or anything, feel free to message me. We post about everything, finance, whatever, stocks, real estate. We're just trying to make the group better. Trying to get more people doing different things, because you might be an expert in something. You can tell me something. You can prevent me from taking a catastrophic loss. Maybe I can do the same thing for you. And that's
100%.
what I'm gonna do. All right, brother. It's been a pleasure.
Oh shit! I got one more question actually. I got one more question. What's it called? Do you have a hard time kind of like figuring yourself out? Or at least when you were younger?
When I was younger, man, I just thought it was crazy, man. Like I just thought I was nuts, man. My brother used to tell me I was a psychopath. He's an ENTP. He's like, bro, you're like a psychopath. I really didn't understand why the things that I did. Like, for instance, there was a time where there was a noise in the back in our backyard or whatever. It was nighttime, right? And we woke up my mom or whatever. And this was a time where like people like stealing people's lawnmowers or whatever. Woke up our mom. We were like kids or whatever. I think maybe we were 8 or 9. I'm not sure. But my mom walks out there with a hammer to the backyard, right? To go like, I guess, see what's out there, right? I locked the door, right? Because in my mind, I thought if there's somebody out there and they kill her, they're gonna come in there and kill us. So the best move, the best decision, the best move on the board was to lock the fucking door on them, right?
Yeah.
Then my mom knocks on the door. Who the fuck locked me out? Who the fuck locked me out? So I'm like, shit. And then she said, boy, you locked me out. You gonna have me killed? And then like all my siblings like, yo, you are nuts, you know, like you are willing to sacrifice your mom. I was like, well, she already sacrificed. If somebody's out there and she get killed, she's already dead. Why do all of us need to die? You know, like at least give us a head start. That's what my thinking was. But when I like thought about that, I was like, yeah, bro, I'm not normal. I'm not a normal person. Like we don't do shit like that. So I was kind of trying to figure out like, you know, is there something wrong with me? Like, you know, but I always just accepted it, man. I always wanted to be great. Want to always be successful, and that's just always been kind of what's been driving me and pushing me through life. I didn't really give a fuck about like how I felt or anything like that. Never had.
Yeah, that emotional realm was just like, it's so foggy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, dude, I only have one emotion. It's like anger. It's just anger. It's like anger, like most of the time, like, God damn, this motherfucker ain't do this shit. Like this type of thing, like, or like, I don't know. I don't really express many other emotions. I think it gets in the way when you're dealing with women, you know. They want you to kind of be a little more expressive. I can get in a lot of trouble with women because I don't tend to think about their feelings. Like I make a decision for what's the best decision on the board. And they don't like that, you know, like they don't like that. They want you to like ask them how they feel when you make a decision. I'm just like in my head, like this is the best decision, I'm making it. And then like, like so, you know, some backlash from that. I've always got that. You know? I feel like as a person, that's like my weakest area, like relationships, like especially with like women and shit. My brain just don't think like that, man. I'm envious of entjs that are very good with that, but that's been something I've been working on. I've been on a lot of books on that. But yeah, it's pretty fucking tough, man.
Yeah. I feel you, man.
Anything else, brother?
That's it, man.
All right, brother. Take it easy, man. It's a pleasure.
You too, man. Bye-bye.